Hi, today is November 29th, 2011. It's 12:03 a.m. Central Time. So getting a little bit of head start today. Usually start around 1 o'clock, right when London opens up, a little bit hour before London, but trying to beat the rush today, I guess. Anyways, it's a Tuesday, and just looking at a lot of confluence here lining up at the top of this run on the euro. So let's just start off here with the hourly chart. So if we take this, pretty basic, price is running up off of, support, whatever you want to call it, off a demand zone into a level of resistance. So this point here, price comes in, smacks its head, into resistance. So good. That's one thing there. Pulling up a, 5-minute chart here. If we drop a fib retracement from this high point here to the low swing down here, we have a 78.6% retracement right up here. All right. Second level of confluence there. If we zoom in, you can see we do have some topping tails here. One here. Another one here, and a little bit of a confirmation there on that down candle, and you're expecting some sort of rollover. That's great. 15-minute chart. Don't even need to zoom this one in. It's pretty clear. There's a nice evening star. I mean, might not be evening star, but it is a doji on top of a trend potential. Reversal signal, or at least some pause taking place in the market. So that's a good sign. And then finally, the 1-minute chart, which is always good to confirm or enter on. So if we zoom in here, just need to focus on the most recent price action. And what you can see is there's a nice little push up into resistance, put in an inverted hammer, and then a sell-off. After that, there is some buying interest here. Obviously somebody came in, and in this 1 minute they pushed price up a good 6 pips. So that's significant. But it's important to see what happens after that. So we have a nice little pullback, another shot to the upside. We break this swing point right here by about, 2 pips or so. And anybody who has a buy stop here probably got triggered to the long side. So they got sucked in. Then we saw it off. So now anybody, or rather whoever it was that pushed price up right here, that's their entry, and price breaks that swing point there. They're essentially underwater on their trade. So price came down into the rising trend line, which is a reference for buyers. Right, if we connected from this point to this point, they bought it right after there, and then only to roll over, break that swing point as well. So now anybody got into this cluster right here is is in trouble on their trade. Not sure if you can see that. I'm going to try and change the color real quick. Let's go with the yellow to highlight a little bit. And so you can see anybody who's in here now is in trouble, is feeling some pain, and naturally what the market does is extrapolates on that, and it'll make it as worse as possible. So this is our new reference for sellers. As long as we can maintain this trend line, and essentially not really, as long as we don't break this swing point, any longs in here are essentially trapped and in trouble. So we'll see how this trade progresses, and I will have an update shortly. But in terms of targets, what I'm looking for, if the 15-minute chart again, pull this up. This swing point right here is the last time we saw significant buying, and that is around 33.46. So the trade, the entry was up here after that 1 minute, and we're looking for about 20 pips. I'm willing to risk about 8 pips, but 8 pips is when the stop is way up there. Now if we see any sort of really higher swing high, higher swing low develop, we'll bail. So we'll be risking significantly less. But anyways, I'll update in a bit. All right, that was pretty quick. So price came up here. We closed the 1 minute bar pretty strong here. You can see the last 2 minutes, about 10 pips upside movement, which is, generally speaking, an impulsive move in my opinion. So, at the close of that bar, exit the position. Took a loss on that one of 3 pips. So pretty much, more or less a scratch. Just paid the dealing spread on that, and you're going to wait it out a little bit more, see what the market wants to do. You can kind of see on the other time frames, 5 minute, nice bullish candle here. Same story, 15 minute, and then the hourly is starting to run up here. So, going to watch this pretty closely. If again, price does move in a way where it indicates that this was just a fake out, I'll go ahead and re-enter. But at the close of the 5 minute here, I'm glad I'm sitting on the sidelines at this point. So I will. This is the first trade of the night, I guess, more or less a scratch, and we'll look for other stuff to progress later in the night. But that's how this trade worked out. Thanks for watching.